Welcome to Just Say This, the place to get all the help you need for the Birds and Bees Talks. I'm your host, Amy Lang. Just a quick reminder, this show is for grown-ups because I'll be swearing. There'll be lots of swears, and then I'll also be talking about grown-up sex. I can guarantee that your kids do not want to listen to this, and they really don't want to listen to it with you. You've been warned. Do you have a question for me? Please give me a call. The phone number is 206-926-1522, 206-926-1522, and I will answer on the show. And if you have a funny sex talk story, please call in those as well. 206-926-1522. Thanks. It's time for your weekly chirp. What's a chirp? It's a script. I'll be picking one topic every other week and give you a script. So are they going to be perfect? Oh my God, no. And if you don't like it or you have a real problem with it and you feel like you need to let me know, please don't be a dick about it. They're not going to be perfect. So you need to tweak the language to suit your family. The next thing is this. Is it going to get the ball rolling? That's the goal. I'm going to give you one little thing to talk to your kids about and you can get at it. If your kids are younger, you're going to dumb the language down, make it simpler. If they're older, you're going to make it more complicated. These are actually directed at 9-year-olds. So enjoy this week's chirp. Today's chirp is on sexual bullying. And I picked sexual bullying instead of sexual harassment because I don't think kids really understand what the word harassment means. It's kind of a big word, and it's got all those legal and adult connotations. I'm reading this because I'm reading it from my new book, Sex Talks with Tweens, What to Say and How to Say It. And I thought it would be nice for you to hear my actual factual words. So someday when you buy this delightful book that will be out this spring, this will seem very familiar to you. All right, here we go. Sometimes kids will pick on another kid about some kind of sexual, gender, or body thing. This is called sexual bullying. Usually the bullying is about being gay or getting boobs or something like that. Kids sometimes even touch another kid's privates or bottom as a joke or to make them feel uncomfortable. If this happens to you or has happened to you, please let me know. I want you to feel good about who you are. Even if you did the bullying, I want to know. It's easy to get caught up in this kind of thing because it can seem funny, but it can also hurt people's feelings. If your friends are doing this to someone, please tell me. It's really not okay and they need to stop. Telling an adult when this is happening is the right thing to do to make sure the person being bullied is okay and the kids who did it have consequences for their behavior. There's a little more to it than this, but I just wanted to leave you with the basics. A couple things you can do that I included in the book, which you'll have to read, is tell a story from your own life about being bullied or even about bullying someone. When you tell your stories, they lean into you, they see that you understand what's going on in their world, and things have changed for sure because of texting and instant messaging and direct messaging and all that and the socials. And so the bullying is different and you need to be able to talk with them about that as well, what that looks like online and same conversation. Alrighty, there you go. Enjoy and practice, and soon you'll be able to buy my sweet book and you can learn this all again. Do you want your kids to feel better than you did when it comes to sex? To feel better about who they are as a sexual person, to have healthier relationships? My Birds and Bees Solution Center has all you need to make this happen and to be their go-to source. There is a deep dive in how to have the talks so you feel confident. There are vetted books and videos for your kids. You don't need to worry about whether they're age appropriate. You'll also get a video on ages and stages, what they need to know at each age and stage so you can get caught up and then plan for the future. There are videos on puberty, porn, and online safety, and tons more. I've also included something I don't do anyplace else. It's live Q&A. It's my podcast, only live. It's special to the Solution Center. I want this to be as accessible as possible. It's super cheap. $69 a year. I did some used car salesman math, and that's 19 cents a day. And because you're a podcast listener, if you use the code PODCAST, you'll get 15% off. I invite you to go and check it out. birdsandbeescourse.com. That's birdsandbeescourse.com. That's it for this week. Thanks to everyone who's been calling in. The number's 206-926-1522, so please leave me a message if you have a question or a tale from the trenches. And thank you to Melanie Smith, my producer, and to Rolf, who wrote the Birds and Bees and Kids theme song.